Shazam! So on September 9th, Eric Freeman was arrested at a Live For Your Dance party in Central Square for refusing to let police take his property, a charge they like to call obstruction. Several events transpired during that incident, which included the arrests of Ryan Maddox, Roz, and Nick. This video's focus will be on Derek and his arresting/pepper spraying officer, Kopcha. After being handcuffed, Derek cooperates in walking to the police car. Rather than assisting Derek in the car, Kopcha's like, "Hey man, are you gonna get in the car?" Derek verbally refuses. He proceeds to pepper spray Derek, then assists him in the car, as if like, why couldn't he have done that first, right? Okay, a few days after the incident, Jason Talley asks Kopcha some questions, at which point my bullshit meter goes off as Kopcha expresses how pepper spray just kind of poof goes away after like 15 minutes. It's like, poof, it's gone, bullshit. And recently, on December 21st, Derek goes for the Hail Mary and asks Kopcha for an apology. And he's like, "Oh, hell no. No, you just
Michael, we can make it right. I want to be okay with you.
Derek, I'm not going to apologize to you.
He feels that what he did. Do you really think it was the right thing to do to put pepper spray in my eyes? You can't make me feel that way, Michael.
What is he being charged with?
Obstruction.
Obstruction?
Oh, obstruction. Oh, yeah, that's a great one. You guys just make up as you go, don't you? Obstruction.
I don't want to get in the car.
They got you on camera.
I don't
Electrical. No, we have you on camera. We have you on camera doing what you're doing.
I don't want to get in the car.
For using an electrical device.
I feel like
Oh, great. Oh, thank you for serving and protecting us. We really appreciate it. Hey! Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Pepper spray. He did nothing. Unbelievable. Look at that. Oh, my God. You guys just pepper sprayed a guy who was handcuffed. You guys just pepper sprayed a guy who was handcuffed.
Do you have any thoughts, like any second thoughts about how you handled Derek the other day? No regrets, none whatsoever?
The reason I pepper sprayed him is because he wouldn't get in the car, and pepper spray hurts, but it goes away after about 15 minutes as opposed to shoving somebody in.
Now, you say he wouldn't get in the car. Did he resist getting in the car? He did resist.
He told me he was not going to get in.
Oh, so that's not resisting, though, is it? He's just not assisting his own kidnapping, right?
I guess that's right.
Right, so he's not assisting his own kidnapping, but not resisting.
In my mind, he's resisting. As far as the way the law is written, he's resisting.
I'd like to
why
know.
I got pepper sprayed.
What is the training that you get that tells you when it's appropriate to use pepper spray?
I'm not having a chance to talk to you about that right now.
Do you think it was appropriate to take my property from my hands? How do you know that? Was it your property? Well, then why did you take it?
Because it was his property.
Not yours, you're the other guy. So you're confused now. Were you confused at the moment?
Guys, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. I'm working this right now, okay?
It's not right for you to knock me to the ground and put
You're wrong about that.
It's not right, Michael. You acted inappropriately, and I would like an apology.
Disagree, you're not going to get it.
It's not becoming of any person to pepper spray a man who is handcuffed, especially me, a peaceful person. I'd like to mention that this is Michael. He pepper sprayed me in the eyes about 2 months ago. And while I was handcuffed with my hands behind my back,
because this man is clearly a threat.
The charge was obstructing government administration. What I was doing was having a dance party in that gazebo over there. And this woman thinks that that's appropriate behavior. She'd like to shake his hand for pepper spraying a peaceful person in the eyes. Go ahead, support the police state. Did you tell your family about what you did?
Derek, I'm done talking to you about it, okay?
I mean, we're both
I'm not going
just
to apologize for it.
Did you tell your family about what you did? No, you did not tell them. So you're not proud of it?
You can stop trying to put words in my mouth. I'm done talking to you about it.
Well, see,
the video speaks for itself. Watch the video on your little website. What's there?
One thing, I know you're busy pepper spraying, but we certainly were trying to document it. But colleagues, people that wore the same uniform and badges as you, they shine flashlights in our cameras at the same time. Is there something to hide?
I have no idea.
No idea. There's something to hide.
I can tell you it was dark out. They were probably using flashlights.
Right directly at the cameras at the same time?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? But you said you saw the video.
It wasn't me. I'm not going to speak for anybody else.
Right, yeah, I know. You were busy pepper spraying, but you saw the video,
That's right. I was busy pepper spraying Derek, who was resisting arrest.
I actually was handcuffed at that point, so how could I be resisting arrest?
I'm not going to talk to you about it. Obviously, I'll probably see you in court over it. We'll talk about it then.
So I don't know if you're familiar with what happened, but I was having a dance party over here, and it was the 9th of September. You can check it out. It was called Live For Your Dance. And we had some speakers set up, and people were having a good time. We got like 2 songs into it, maybe even just one, before Mr. Kopcha and another officer came over. and they said to turn the lights and music off, and we did turn the lights and music off. They were off at that point, so there was nothing else for them to do. And then they said, whose property is this? This speaker system. So since they were asking, they obviously knew it didn't belong to them, and yet they thought it was the right thing to do to take the property, and it didn't belong to them. So then I ended up being arrested for holding on to this property, and while I had my hands behind my back and I was walked over to the police car, Michael thought it was the right thing to do to put pepper spray in my eyes so that I would step into the police car. But I told him, you remember what I told you, Michael, why I didn't get into the police car? It was because I said I felt like I was being kidnapped. And I did feel like I was being kidnapped. So if you want to talk about it in court, that's fine. But after court is over, if it is decided that it was the wrong thing to do, would you be willing to apologize then, Michael? Never. Even if it was decided that it was the wrong thing to do, you said you're not going to apologize.
We'll cross that bridge if and when it comes to that. I don't think it's going to happen.
So do you encourage more police macings? Do you want more police to be pepper spraying people? Is that how justice happens? Because this is the new America, Michael, and you're part of it. This is the police state America, and you pepper sprayed me in the eyes. You don't want to apologize. You think it was perfectly acceptable behavior. You don't want to be held accountable for it. You don't want to have a conversation. I mean, we live in the same town. Let's talk about this stuff. We're neighbors.